Hello there and a very good morning to you. Many thanks for joining us on Superscreen News at 10, broadcasting to you live from Lagos. I am Adinike Owoye Ajiboye. President Muhammadu Buhari has hosted Chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Arocha Zokorocha, and the Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Abdulaziz Yari, in his hometown, Daura, Katsina State. You will recall that President Buhari had on Friday traveled to Daura to enable him to take part in the World Congress of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) that took place nationwide on Saturday. The exercise, which was meant to elect new executives of the party at what levels, was said to have been held amidst protests and violence across the country. Governor Okorocha confirmed to reporters that he intimated President Buhari on the outcome of the World Congress, which was said to have been marred with crisis and confusion in his state. According to Okorocha, some unidentified thugs attacked the state party secretariat located at the Imo State University junction in Owerri, a development that led to a rowdy state. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has accused Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo of being a beneficiary of corruption. The National Publicity Secretary of the party, Kola Ologbondiyan, who discussed this, said Nigerians, particularly the younger generation, are thoroughly disappointed in Osinbajo for allegedly allowing himself to be used to divert public attention from impunity and corruption that had saturated the All Progressives Congress-led federal government. Ologbondiyan alleged that the vice president had failed to bring honor to his office with his utterances. And now, two legal practitioners in Nigeria, Monday Ubani and John Uwoko, have approached the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos to seek and compel members of the House of Representatives and the Senators to refund the 10 million naira and 13.5 million naira monthly running costs collected in the last 3 years. The lawyers in their suit are contending that the 13.5 million naira monthly running costs, which the lawmakers fixed for themselves, is illegal. They are urging the court to hold that only the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission (RMFAC) has the power to salaries and allowances of National Assembly members and other political office holders. Joined as defendants in the suit are the Attorney General of the Federation (AGF), the RMAFC, a Senate, and the House of Representatives. The Nigeria Bar Association (NBA) in Kano State has announced that practitioners intending to join the association will henceforth undergo drug tests to ascertain their mental well-being. The state chairman of the NBA, Mohammed Unuwa Musa, who disclosed this during a program tagged Kano State NBA Walk Against Drug Abuse, said the walk was to demonstrate their anger against the drug abuse. According to him, legal practitioners who indicated their intentions to be admitted into the NBA Kano will undergo urine and blood tests to ascertain if they are free from the abuse of banned substances. Mohammed said Kano NBA would liaise with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) to draw up a plan on how to pursue the implementation of the drug test on prospective applicants. And now to electoral matters. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has sent letters of warning to all political parties asking them to stop campaigns. The warning was sequel to activities of majority of the political parties, which is considered to be against the provisions of the law on electioneering. You will recall that the Commission had released the timetable and schedule for the 2019 general elections in January, where it said campaigns must not commence before December, which is 3 months to the commencement of the elections. However, majority of the political parties ignored the timetable and flooded the political space with campaigns. The electoral body is said to have expressed worry and therefore asked its state resident electoral commissioners to call the attention of the political parties in the state to the provisions of the law guiding electoral activities in the country. Ahead of the 2019 general elections, Nigerians have expressed their reserves regarding the qualities they look for in a leader. While some opted for a charismatic leader, others opined that a leader with people's orientation in his mind is the best candidate to mount the seat of leadership in the country. They also gave an assessment of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration of the All Progressives Congress (APC). Specific definition of leadership because it means different things to different people. However, a leadership is believed to combine the analytical side of vision, creation with a passion of shared values and creating something that is really meaningful to the people being led. In Nigeria, leadership is a major challenge, as many believe Nigeria has never been blessed by leaders who ride on the path of truth, fairness, and equity due to its political and socio-economic regression that has made the nation appear as though it is not growing. Though there are exceptional leaders, which for some Nigerians are Nnamdi Azikiwe, Ahmadu Bello, and Murtala Mohammed, for some, after him, the Nigerian state calls for questioning. Speaking with these Nigerians, Obasanjo then was greedy. They say Yar'Adua was sick. And then for Goodluck Jonathan, his tenure was attributed to non-performance due to corruption and was eventually voted out.
What is wrong with leadership is lack of truth. They should be truthful to Nigerians. They should not, because of their selfish interest, and put their own selfish interests above the lives of Nigerians.
We have no leader. We only have rulers, because they have not been they have not set example of a leadership. We've not seen. All we've been seeing every day is fighting within the National Assembly. We expect a change and place a fixing of things in order, but we've not seen it.
We have a very tough situation concerning the leadership of Nigeria, simply because of the kind of legislature we are having. They had the major problem, I can say categorically, they are the major problem of Nigeria. The problem Nigeria is facing presently is not the problem of whether presidency or whatever. It's the problem of all this judiciary and the legislature.
The philosopher said that when there is a kind of crisis in the particular time, you need either a strong person or a strong kind of institution. In this present situation, I think I would prefer a strong person, a strong personality. We cannot get a strong what do you call it, structure now, but if you have this strong person, the leaders will decide what we percolate.
Today, another government is in power under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari, who enjoyed a goodwill from the public on the basis that he is the strong man and the messiah to Nigeria's problem. What are Nigerians now saying about his government?
The chief job of any head of state or whoever is, one, security, getting your workers paid, and of course making sure that corruption is brought to the barest minimum. So in all these things he has failed.
What he's not doing right is not the right president. He's not fighting for corruption, he's doing the wrong thing.
He has fought in the area of corruption. They are doing something about the health sector. In the area of judiciary, we can see what has transpired.
It's a clear cut that this government is a failure already.
All his agenda, all what he has promised Nigeria, he could not be able to do anyone. All what he was saying is that he's just pursuing those people that are looting. There is no anywhere corruption is not in all over the world. So they know the way they manage it. So you can manage your corruption, not that every time you are pursuing this one steal money, this one steal money, and with that one you will not do anything.
I've not seen the change that we're yearning for. And besides, there's no security in the country. The economic wise is poor.
They say we are the leaders of tomorrow, but they're not ready to leave the position. So I think the old fags should please retire and let the new breeds lead. Even if we make mistakes, let us make the mistakes. Let us lead. They've done enough.
Interestingly, the president has declared for second term. And this has been characterized with loads of criticisms from different quarters. For these Nigerians, while some say they will vote for him, others say they will never vote for him.
I am not voting for him. I need a replacement of Buhari.
Why won't I vote for Buhari in 2019?
I will not vote for him. He's not doing well.
So I will not vote for him in 2019.
I will vote for him in 2019. Why? Because he's leading this country right.
I don't even intend to. But if I see a reason to, that someone of a much average range or age is ready to step up to make sure that our voices are heard, then I am ready to vote.
With criticisms that have trailed leaders from the past in different administrations in this country, and now the present administration being battered left and right, one begins to wonder whether Nigerians truly know the kind of leader that they truly want. Is it about strong individuals or strong institutions? It remains to be seen whether President Muhammadu Buhari will succeed in his second term ambition. Only time. And our former presidential spokesperson, Doyin Okukwe, says Coalition for Nigeria movement will present a candidate who will defeat President Muhammadu Buhari in the 2019 general elections. Okukwe said the group is not formed to either attack President Muhammadu Buhari's government or to discredit the APC, but said that the CNM is created as a broad platform with a view to presenting a candidate who will contest against President Buhari with the hope of defeating the incumbent president. The former aide to Obasanjo explained that the CNM believes the APC government led by President Buhari has not done well enough since it took over power about 3 years ago. You're still watching Superscreen News at 10. We'll take a short break here, and when we return, we'll bring you news from the business world. So, join us again.
Before they come, they're supposed to, give us some information, notice, at least maybe a week or so. There was nothing like that.
Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. People are dying every day, but Nigeria government are keeping quiet. Housemen are killing people. Why?
It's not what we expected because of these old men that are leading us, and you people know, you are aware that these people are not the right people to lead us. These kind of people that are leading us here are people of black mind. They just care about themselves and their family.
You are fighting my village. Let me use if I call it useless, I'm not to mistake. The other place where they build a shop, call it plaza. Say each shop there are 4 million naira. So I don't have the money, so I have to leave. If you plan to get a tribal mark, it takes a lot of pain, but after some time, you enjoy it. No, we experience hold up now during the construction time. Then after some time, we start enjoying it.
The way they are doing the construction is too slow. It's too slow. The construction is too slow. They should stop the construction and make sure people go into their businesses and do their businesses.
Well, many thanks for staying with us. Now in business news, The Nigeria incentive-based risk-sharing for agricultural lending in Nassau has unveiled plans to assist farmers in generating revenue of 135 billion naira this year through the Anchor Borrowers Program of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. The Managing Director, Nasser Ali Abdul Hamid, discussed this at a pool insurance workshop held in Abuja. Abdul Hamid said based on the strategic plan for 2018, Nasser will support about 500,000 smallholder farmers to cultivate over 600,000 hectares with a target grain product equivalent of 1.5 million metric tons. According to him, based on current valuation of 90,000 naira per ton, this will result in a gross revenue of 135 billion naira for the farmers. He also said Nassau will continue to increase the percentage of private sector funds in agriculture. The Lagos State government says it has paid 892 million naira into the retirement savings account of 156 retirees for the 50th batch under the contributory pension scheme. According to a statement obtained from the Lagos State Pension Office, Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode discussed this during the retirement bond presentation. The governor, who was represented at the event by the State Commissioner for Establishments, Training and Pensions, OK, said this is in line with the trend of paying pensions monthly. The Director General LASPEC, Folashade Ononga, implored the beneficiaries to carefully go through the handbills and programmed withdrawal and annuity options provided by the state government. According to the statement, she explained the new development in the programmed withdrawal pension benefit as it relates to pension enhancement for those who have been on a static pension for a minimum of 5 years and issue of minimum guaranteed pension. The Lagos State government says it has planned to redeploy about 100 slum settlements across the state to make them more habitable. Commissioner for Fiscal Planning and Urban Development, Rotimi Ogunleye, who discussed this at the 2018 Ministerial Press Briefing, said the Lagos State Urban Renewal Agency is working towards the regeneration and urbanization of the state into a befitting megacity that was livable and economically buoyant. Ogunleye said this would also help to prevent a building collapse as well as reduce blight in the state. According to him, the public-private partnership approach instead of direct government funding has been adopted to achieve the slum renewal. To more business news, figures obtained from the Budget Office shows the federal government has spent a total of 4.3 trillion naira to service the country's debt obligations to local and foreign debtors between January 2015 and September 2017. An analysis of the report showed the sum of 1.06 trillion naira was used to service debt in 2015. A breakdown of the 1.06 trillion naira debt service amount for 2015 showed that the sum of 302.1 billion naira was spent in the first quarter, made up of 287.5 billion naira for domestic debt and 14.51 billion naira for foreign debt. In the second quarter of 2015, the report says out of the 239.7 billion naira debt service figure, 218.49 billion naira was spent on domestic debt, while 21.2 billion naira went for foreign debt service. For the 2015 third and fourth quarters, the budget implementation report says the sums of 305.33 billion naira and 214.24 billion naira was spent, respectively. For 2017, report says 624.15 billion naira was used to service the nation's debt in the first quarter, while the second and the third quarters had 303.59 billion naira and 613.21 billion naira. And that's it in business news. We'll take another short break, and when we return, there will be time to bring you news from a foreign scene and then sports. So join us again.